The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others.
Pacific414 for Pop Talk is here. Sit back and relax and join the conversation. We got Baron Orman Tagge, Cashmoney007 and even Mike too. Pop culture, entertainment, news and reviews, discussions or have opinions made from the panel to the chat. Everyone is welcome here. Reactions, watch parties, and special guests. We like to have a good time. Pacific414 for Pop Talk is underway. Pull up a seat, we're inviting you to stay. Articles, collectibles, reviews, you say. Baron, Cash, and Mike bring the fun tonight. Now sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Don't forget to like or comment below. We almost forgot to share out the show. Pacific414 for Pop Talk is one of a kind. It's true.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to this edition of Pacific414 for Pop Talk for Wednesday, August 13th, 2025. Coming to you live on the YouTube channel, the Rumble channel, and also over on X. I am here with Baron Orman Tagge, and tonight we are going to be watching the movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. And I enjoyed this movie when I saw this back in April. I thought, it was an interesting premise, the blues and vampires, and I thought it was a pretty good movie. I know some other people who thought it was a pretty good movie. I deleted scenes, for example. He had seen it and he thought it was a pretty good movie. And I also know that there are some people that thought it was overrated, but that's understandable. What's good to one person isn't always good to another because we're all different. We all have different opinions. And speaking of different opinions, the man to my right or left, if you're looking at the screen, or right, whatever.
Never
Baron Orman Tagge. Well,
yo,
he and I don't always agree on things, but I'm sure we can agree. It's good to be here tonight.
no, we disagree on that too.
Okay.
Of course, it's always good
Alrighty
to be here.
then.
Yeah, best chat out there too. We got all the good people out
Lady
there.
Miss here so far. We got Jet Sparks here so far, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And well, it's getting really asked for here. I mean, DJ Ronnie G, he's not here, so we're safe from the Turtles for a little bit.
He'll probably stop by in a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure he will, because he is DJ Ronnie G.
DJ Ronnie G and his Turtles.
And we had to do something today. Mike got the confirmation today. Cash Money is now officially on a milk carton. So please, if you so you get that milk carton and there's that number. If you see him, please do not approach him. Just call that number. We hear he's a little skittery, so we don't want him running.
Yeah, make sure you don't shine any bright lights in his direction. I'll start scattering about.
Yeah, sudden noises like passing gas or whatever, and we don't need that. So we need to have the professionals take him down. Tranquilizer gun in a big net. So.
But other than Cash not being here, he told us why in the Discord why he's not able to be here tonight. But Baron, how have you been the last few days?
Oh, not too bad. Unlike Cash, I mean, food poisoning from tofu wrapped kale. He should have watched that kale. I'm doing fine though. Doing beachy keen. Uh, I'm living a boring life right now, and I'm kind of liking that after all the excitement I had these for a while. So yeah, boring is nice at times. It really is.
Yeah, it can be, and then other times it drives you stir crazy.
Yeah, that it does. But I'm already crazy, so whether I stir it or not, I'm just crazy.
But for tonight's movies, I would love to hear your feedback as we're watching the movie. I mean, I've already said what I thought of the movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. Michael B. Jordan doing good as the twin brothers in this movie, and Ryan Coogler did a good job. And some people were saying, "Oh, this movie's woke. This movie's this and that." No, I was kind of taking it from the period of time that this particular movie was set in. I didn't see it as woke, but that's just my opinion.
Mm,
And everybody's got an opinion.
just like bungholes.
Yes, just like buttonholes. So if everybody is ready, and over in the Cosby side, I know at the moment we have Baron, Jet Sparks, and Lady Mist over on the Cosby side, along with myself. If you would like to watch Sinners along with us, the Cosby link is pinned to the top of the chat on YouTube and Rumble, and it'll only stay there while we are watching the movie. Once the movie is over, it'll be gone. So if you would like to watch, you're more than welcome to watch with us. I'm gonna get ready and start this movie in about 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Da, 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 da. Oh no, sorry, wrong studio. It's Warner Brother.
Yep. Here, let me try to fix that.
Ooh, flame whooshes.
Mm-hmm.
Griots.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention to the red eyes.
Red eyes. Ooh. That's why we got Visine.
Yeah, it gets the red up. Now, how would you like to drive that classic car, Baron?
I would love to. I would love to. Do 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 do.
And welcome Tree Rock over on the Cosme side.
Yeah.
And Padawannabe.
A Padawannabe sighting? Cool.
Mm-hmm. And welcome, Shane.
One day, oh, you have to go back that far.
No.
Oh.
All right. That's the way to do it, Pat.
Nice music.
Mm-hmm. When I was in the theater and they started singing some of the songs that are in the movie, I started tapping my feet.
Not hard to.
No. Of course, Michael B. Jordan is playing both the Smith brothers, and
Handing him a cigarette.
mm-hmm. I mean, there's still a technique to having to do the split screen.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Wolby.
Jazz joint.
Phew. Spit, sweat, blood. And Shane says that ain't no cigarette.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Batman 89.
I think that's what we always say.
Mm-hmm. It holds true in so many ways. No, I'm gonna warn people there is a jump scare coming up.
Oh, don't warn people. That takes out the fun.
Doesn't mean people still won't jump.
That. Aw, poor little Snaky. I'm calling PETA.
I'm sure it was CGI, Baron.
I've heard of playing with yourself, but this is ridiculous. Ooh, groovy music playing. I'm glad they told us that. Yeah. Aha. That's a lot of money. Still a lot of money. A lot of nice old cars in there. Ooh, that gotta hurt. Yeah, he's gonna need some help having that knee going out. Meow, 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 meow. definitely an organic sound with the
Yeah,
music.
it is. It's not synthesized, not made
Mhm.
by computers. You can tell it's
Mhm.
written and performed by humans. And that's the art of the deal, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
I think I like this part.
That it did.
Mm-hmm. Again, if you're just coming by, the Cosmic link's pinned to the top of the chat on YouTube and Rumble.
Ooh.
You want to bet?
Mm. That makes some good corn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Booze makes the world goes round.
That it does.
Maybe. Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm. How's it going, Brother Conda? Says lurking while editing. If you want to watch the movie along with us, I put the Cosme link and pinned it to the top.
Actually, Tree Rock, there are some places back then where one would talk that way, and even worse. Just depends on where you were and when you were.
Mm-hmm. Just like nowadays, it depends on the area that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't changed.
No. Yeah, come on, start playing.
Come on, Sammy boy. Like, what are you up to? What scheme are you plotting?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Mm.
Those Smoke and Stack are veterans of World War One, as far as the story is concerned.
Ah. He didn't give it to Austin Powers, that's for sure.
Nope. It's honest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was thinking about I was watching this in the theater. What if somebody walked in? They'd be walking right back out.
Well, can they fit more people in that car?
Oh, sure, they can fit one more person in there.
Mm-hmm. Almost look like Banderos.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you notice what was on the roof?
Well, Mm.
And it starts getting interesting from here.
Mm-hmm. What was on top of the house? I didn't see.
Vultures.
Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. Yeah, don't make her cry. Maybe she's not so happily married after all.
Maybe not. Maybe there's trouble in paradise. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, it's called promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Gets people talking. Gets them coming out there. She's hungry. Pewter mugs, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course not.
No. Welcome back, Shane.
Shane's back! Yay! Uh-huh. That's right.
And when I was watching this movie back in April, this is where I started tapping my feet.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what
Can't help
music's
it.
for, man.
You
No.
can't help it, man. It flows right through you.
Mm-hmm. Just in case you didn't know, he loves them blues.
How could you not love the blues?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. She had to steal her husband.
Yep. Why not? Good music's played. Get a dance partner. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, everybody, he's gonna be right back. And here comes the vampires. Yeah, get the twins.
Has anybody experienced any stuttering or anything?
Nope. I'm sure they like to drink.
Mm-hmm. Just looking at the three of them, you don't trust them, do you?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Shane.
Is Shane being naughty?
Shane's being naughty.
Good.
Shane says, "Ain't no Irishman playing that."
They won't. Yep.
Anybody at nighttime will give you the willies.
Yeah. Don't let them in.
Nope.
Not for a good thing.
Nope. Honestly, because of how young my dad's youngest brother was when he passed away, and
Hmm.
you know, losing my grandfather on my dad's side, I, I think there's some kind of curse on my family. And Shane says this is a proper Irish song.
It is.
Yep.
Hmm. Mm. Yeah, that's not creepy, is it?
No, not creepy at all.
Where's Cybok? Yeah.
And this is where I felt she made her mistake, turning her back to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping to the beat.
Yep. And there you see her bite wound.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, he's busy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's exactly what it looks like.
It was just a nibble.
Yeah, it's just a nibble. It's just a hickey.
Yeah. Just a flesh wound. Just about a. I'd say that.
Yeah, I'd say it's a huge problem. Nope. What about you, Baron?
Oh, what's that? Let me take a look at.
You guys secretly have a vampire fetish, don't you? No?
No, I do like vampire lore, but not a fetish. Just never invite them in.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about the vampire lore people forget about.
You never let them in.
Hmm.
Block their path. No, I think it's interesting the different lore for vampires, but I don't have a fetish.
No. Hmm.
He knows. Yeah, I'd be drinking from that flask too.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Hmm.
Tommy, how are you doing tonight?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
She knows.
You might say that.
Yeah. Here's Johnny.
The thing is, he owns the place, so he. Have a big nasty gash in his neck.
Mm-hmm. No, he's not okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 This is why vampires are a lot more frightening than zombies.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts on the movie so far, everybody?
I'm sorry, now?
Thoughts on the movie so far?
Yeah, it's been a bit disjointed, but interesting. Oh, they can feel it all right. It's the last thing they feel, though.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Pat. There you go, Shane. More Irish music.
Yeah,
Irish tunes.
sung by genuine vampires.
Doing the river dance. So, what would you do in a situation like this, Baron?
Probably curl up in the fetal position and cry.
Enjoy that clove of garlic.
Mm-hmm. Not in this case. There's a storm a coming.
Yep.
Cornbread is hungry.
Yep. It's feeding time for cornbread.
Mhm. I'm sure you do. He's like the vampire cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm. Nope. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, what's it gonna be?
Hey, DJ, welcome to the watch party, brother.
It's DJ Ronnie G and his Turtles. Nerd. Yeah. Ain't never fought a war like this.
This is different.
Mm-hmm.
Get your silver bullets ready.
Yep. Werewolves. Yeah. Thing is, it wouldn't work because she doesn't own the property,
That's true.
and but his brother could because he owns the property.
Glad you're liking it, Wolby. Good to see you tonight, brother.
The other thing too is you got to
You got to leave the stake
leave
in the
the
heart.
stake in them. Yep. That in and by itself doesn't kill a vampire. You have to cut their head off, fill it with holy wafers, and you got to do her in.
Yep.
Got to do what she tells you.
She told you if anything happens, you got to do it, dude. They're not zombies, DJ. They're vampires.
Yep, them here. Yep.
And he just got a major artery, major vein.
Yep. Ouch.
What's that first step?
Hmm. Interesting how they almost make it a distinct entity.
Mm-hmm. And why is it affecting it? Because it's pure silver.
Yes. Well, well, well. That didn't turn out well for him.
Nope. Here comes the sun. Do do do
Yep.
do.
Sorry, Charlie. Back to Ireland with you.
Going down in a blaze of glory?
He must have been the first vampire. No wonder why they call the Irish soulless.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding, my Irish friends. Mm-hmm. Not much of a guitar left.
Yep, we both thought of it, DJ. Great minds think alike.
Uh-oh. I'm sure he does.
Mm-hmm. So, brings you back to the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm. At least he got a sweet ride out of it.
Yeah.
I'd be shaking like a mofo too after all that.
Me too. Thinking to myself, what the hell did I just go through?
Mm-hmm.
No, she burned alive.
Yep. His
She put
mojo
the
bag.
She put the stake through her husband's heart while she was on fire and he was on fire.
Mm-hmm. Because she threw the Molotov cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, my. He had some nice bringbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he kind of did. You know your son's dead, right?
I'll find out soon enough.
Rough night, Dad. Little sniper action.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
The old Tommy gun.
Making some music with hi, pineapple party.
You're all invited to go boom.
Mm-hmm. Wrong answer. To thine men.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have his last Siggy.
It's not gonna do you any good, dude.
Should have told him he got his kid first.
Mm-hmm. Cute baby.
Yeah. But they got murder mittens. Kids' nails are so sharp.
Mm-hmm.
They'll rip the crap out of you. Those got the scars.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you recognize who that is?
Um, hmm.
That, my friend, is Buddy Guy.
Ooh, Buddy Guy. Woo! Lay some of that good music on us there, old buddy.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I love that thing where they put the scar on there because That's what those guys did. If there was something, they didn't hide their scars or anything.
Oh.
These blues guys.
Glad you liked it. What about everybody else? What do you think?
With Buddy Guy right there at the end. Not
Mhm.
big rope, but don't need one. Especially the guy's almost 90 years old, for crying out loud.
It's still looking good for 90 years old.
Oh, hell yeah. Standing there playing the old guitars there. And nope, what we got here?
And DJ says far out.
Two out there? Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Now, yeah.
Yeah, if I was the bartender, I'd be stepping back too. Like, holy.
Mhm.
What's it censoring you from, Shane? It was doing that on another channel I was watching earlier.
Oh, my.
You restored it.
I'm glad they gave him a little bit more to do than just,
Just a simple cameo. And
yeah. I guess some vampires have some honor after all.
mm-hmm. But I love that shot there in the red lighting.
Ain't we all?
Yeah. Just thought I'd let the music play.
Why not?
And we'll be saying he's never saw the ending before now.
Ah,
Well, you're not the only one. Few people, when I went and saw it, were already leaving.
that's why I don't get up right away necessarily.
But I've stayed in the auditorium when good music like this is playing at the credits just to listen to it all.
Uh-huh.
But while the music's playing,
Yeah.
again, everybody, what were your thoughts on the movie?
Well, I would give it I'd say 3 popcorn buckets out of 4.
Okay.
Or 5, sorry. Sorry. It's out of 5. Sorry. I'd give 3.5 out of 5. A bit disjointed, really, and a lot how it was leading up to it. It had that slow burn to get to when it all started, getting to be what it is.
Yeah.
But it when it did hit the fan, it started moving. And some interesting takes on the vampire legend they have in there, like that, almost that gestalt memory thing. So that was an interesting take they had on that lore. And of course, everyone plays loose and fancy free with vampire lore to see fit with their story. So I don't
different
get
ebbs
too
and
hard on it.
flows,
Right,
just to suit their needs.
right. So, and it's. I mean, it's not one I'd rush out to see again, but if it was on TV, I wouldn't turn it off. It's like, oh, it's on. Okay, well, let's see what's going on here, and it's interesting take on that one. Of course, need to say they're especially the beginning part, really showing the plight of the black people down in the South, and others down that way and such. I understand they were wanting to make making a little bit of a point on things. Understandable. I'm just surprised that the Choctaw didn't come back. But I suppose they didn't want to go out at night, and I don't blame them.
No, but
vampires during the day.
Yeah. But is there anything else that caught your eye as you were watching the movie?
More of the ear, the music and all that. I thought it kind of got a little, when they were doing all the music and all over the place and that, I think that kind of got a little, I mean, I'm sorry, the moment I saw someone twerking, it's like, oh, you got to be effing kidding me. It's like,
But
get that garbage out.
remember the line. It said that the music of the past has a connection to the future.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like twerking. That's all. I didn't say about anything else. Just the twerking. It's like, oh, come on, enough of the twerking. But no, that's the other thing. I know what Tree Rock was saying about women not talking that way back then. Well, it depends on where you were and who they were talking to and all that. Oh, what we got here? What we got here? He's in the church. Obviously, before everything happened. Good singer.
Yeah, he is. As Mark says, he personally thinks it's good, if a little derivative, but some people really have overrated it. Well, that's why I said at the beginning, people have had different reactions to it. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it so much.
You got to give a lot of bravo to them. Try new things and be, what we always sit back and say, risk taking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And should always be applauded for that, and a huge applause for that here. With that, trying to take a story and not follow it through the same formula, you might say, that we have for storytelling, and they took that risk. In some points, knocked it out of the park. Others, okay, almost there, almost had it. Almost had it.
Yeah, but it seems to be a trope nowadays for a lot of movies. They have their good points, their strong points in the movie, but then there are weak points in the movie. It's like I've said about Megan, the first one.
Right.
It's good up until the last 20 minutes when it falls off the rail.
Right. And the fact that they had that those closing scenes was really nice. The older character.
Yeah, the older Sammie.
Mm-hmm. And and I'm glad it was more than just a glorified cameo. I mean, in some ways,
for Buddy Guy, and you gotta let a music legend like him actually sing. Hear his pipes, and
which we did, and then give him a chance to have some lines, and just how he was at the end. He did good. He did good. Being the older Sammie, and so. Yeah, I mean, there's some really good, solid performances in there. And again, it still leaves mysteries. It's like, what's this all about? What's with these vampires? And we don't get the answers.
We don't get the answers, but we don't necessarily need the answers. We don't need to know what happened, between, what happened in 1932 and what happened in 1992.
Right. I mean, we know he was left alone, but no,
the guitar was restored.
Right, and we didn't need to know about the head vampire. It's like between when he became a vampire until then either. It's like, oh, we need to now have an origin story and explain everything. No. Stay away. Don't do it. It's not the best thing to do. So it's good to have that mystery, the mystery of, fully what these creatures can do. And that's nice. That's refreshing. We don't need everything answered. even some of the relationships we didn't, weren't fully answered. And we didn't need that. We just know that there were relationships, and some stuff went south on some of it. So, and
some stuff went south on it, but also in those relationships, even though they went south, there was still a spark for the other person.
Right. That's all we needed to know. Because you start answering too many questions, you take too much away from the story, and sometimes you take too much from the characters. The sense, those little bits of mystery, and it's like when you walk into a room and there's a guy and a girl. They used to date with each other. They still seem to be very amicable, but you're not going to want to get. First of all, you don't want to even ask the question. Well, what happened to you guys?
No, and that's the question you don't get anywhere near.
Right. If they offer to tell you, that's the different thing. It's like, if you're introduced and they go, yeah, they used to be a couple. Oh, okay. That's good that you seem to be able to get along. And if they want to continue off of that, boom. Same thing when it comes around the movie telling. Should treat the characters that you have in these movies and such as real people. Would you ask them in real life type of thing? No, you want them to tell you because it's storytelling. So, and if they choose not to, at least you have what you need.
Don't keep asking them, because then they're just going to tell you, mind your own business.
Yeah. And you are? That's good to know. Now get the F out of here.
Or as my great-grandmother used to tell my mom, none's your business.
Yep. Or as Kirk said, you may ask. So, yeah, it's not. I would not call this a bad film or a horrible film or anything like that. I wouldn't call it a great film, but I would give it, like I said, the fact that they were trying hard to do something different and experiment, which filmmaking should be. So,
well, again, like I said back in April, that's one of the things I liked about it. They were trying something different, and it's like I've been saying, who would have thought vampires and the blues would work so well together in a story?
Well, I suppose fans of Anne Rice would probably, being that she said all her stuff like down in New Orleans. But, and I can see that because there's a certain gothicness to the South in some of those areas. So they could. It's just, how are you going to blend those together? And I thought they did a pretty good job with getting that blended together. I mean, the obsession that he had, he wanted his music, and he knew who he was. Well, how did he know who he was? What was this all about? But we didn't need those questions answered. We just know that the devil was coming for him, and he showed up, and he was defeated.
Yep. Because even in the beginning of the movie, it says, be careful, because sometimes the devil will follow you home.
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, kudos on that one.
Yeah.
And 3.5 out of 5. I give buckets.
Yeah, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. Well, I like the cinematography.
Oh yeah,
I didn't really think the story was as disjointed as you're saying, but that's just my opinion.
In the beginning, I think it was disjointed, but then it got into place. You know what I mean? That's what how I was looking at it. But
it was trying to set the mood, set the tone.
Yes,
you're getting into off the bat. Just like Queen of the Rain.
Yeah,
same with Sinners. Both movies, they start off at a particular point in the movie, and then you work your way to that point.
And again, this is one of those where you are not upset that you see this guy coming in the aftermath, because he's the storyteller. He's the one that's he's as they always sit back and say, there's a character out there that's our eyes in this world, and he was that. Now it comes down to, okay, how many other people are going to survive? So that puts you on edge for them. And you also know that he got himself a bad scar, a bad scratch there. So, okay, how does that come about for him?
A permanent reminder of that night.
Right. So that in and by itself, again, that cyclic storytelling doesn't bother me in this aspect, being that he is our narrator. He's our eyes. And it threw back some surprises. Who would have thought that would have survived? And and when he finds out that they did, it's a wild trip. Almost 90 years later. It's so those type of storytelling work if you know how to work it, and that's kind of the nice thing. They weren't putting him in peril all the time, which becomes ho-hum because he's going to survive. It's everybody else. What's going to happen to the brothers? What's going to happen to the ladies? What's going to happen to, on and on, the singers and such. And so that's how it does it. If you're going to make this guy your eyes, the narrator, you have to push him back a little bit. And let the others be the one that are.
Let the other characters in the story tell the story.
Right, and having them put into situations of danger is perfectly fine because we know he's going to survive. But is someone who's going to try to save him or back him up? Are they going to survive? So that
we got the answer to that too.
Right. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. So and by the way, was Cornbread a bad dude? Oh, that's Corn Pop. Never mind. Are you sure that wasn't Corn Pop? Was he a bad dude?
Well, Cornbread. Unfortunately for him, he had to go relieve himself, and that was the end of his life as a human.
He should have just peed right next to the building, just like the old guy said, it's like, all you're doing is taking a leak, man. So I'm just surprised they didn't have an outhouse there. But yeah, it's and of course the false ending helps out too a little bit. And then you got that real other one at the end, which all is just the singing, hearing the music and all that, but that's still nice. I mean, that in and by itself wasn't, I think, a need all. The other false ending definitely was. It really helped finish the story out.
Yeah, it did. It did. It wrapped it up with a nice bookend. And
not that if they would have ended the way it wasn't a good ending as it is. But as I was sitting back going, man, they sure seem to be wasting him. Oh, it would have been nice to have a little bit more out of him. Oh, my wishes were answered there. That's artistic. That's not a cheap way out that they do with Marvel. Let's just put it down.
No. Well, with a lot of storytelling nowadays, they try to take the quick way out, the cheap route.
Yeah. Or we got to do these scenes at the end, and it's like, no. If we do it right, you do it right, and they did right on a lot of those areas. So again, A+ for trying stuff out. Maybe someone will take that and run with it and refine it.
Yeah, that's all they have to do.
Right.
But I do want to let everybody know what our next two movies are going to be for our watch party.
What?
Of course, they're coming near the end of the month. So, as you can see there, on Sunday, August 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail for its 50th anniversary.
Because we're the Knights of the Round Table. Sorry.
Help. Baron's being
I'm
repressed.
being repressed.
He's always being repressed. And then on the 27th, we'll be watching The Relic, a movie that was recommended to us by Lady Mist. I'm looking forward to it.
What's with all these scary movies, man?
Come on, you can handle it.
I don't know, that jump scare with the snake got me.
And you have a good night, Jet.
Oh yeah, take care.
Thanks for being here. And I'm glad you enjoyed the movie.
Ooh, worms and shrimp. Whew.
But
Turtle
yes.
jambalaya, that's what he was doing. He's making some turtle jambalaya.
And as far as September is concerned, well, we are still going to have our double feature of 8 Man Out and A League of Their Own, but everything else is up in the air because I had something come up. So streams are going to be interesting in September.
Don't set your clocks, folks. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Mike is planning to have a nervous breakdown. He schedules these things. He schedules these things. And it's like, okay, this is September. Okay, pencil me in here for a nervous breakdown.
No.
No, that's me.
No, but it's something that might make scheduling streams a little difficult. I'll know more when September comes around, but it's nothing horrible. It's just something that's going to impact my availability for streaming.
Even though he is under surveillance, so everyone, please be careful what you say in the chat, okay?
But I just want to let everybody know that now. Streams might be a little bit here, a little bit there.
And a little bit everywhere. Uh-huh.
But if I can do more, then I will do more.
You can do it.
Of course I can do it. But was there anything you wanted to talk about tonight, Baron, with the movie being over?
Oh, well, maybe a quick little thing here. You know how we said back when we were talking about how we've been wanting to have like late night talk show, back to how Johnny did things and such.
Mm-hmm.
And the other Thursday, we had a perfect example of it. And of course, the usual nattering nabobs were just losing their shit because, you know.
Well, they always do.
Yeah, because they're living free, you know, they're living rent free. You know, I mean, you know, we're living rent free in their idiotic heads. But when you had not Jimmy Kimmel, but Jimmy Fallon and Greg Gutfeld meeting, and what was it basically? Basically, all of it was them sitting back, having a grand old time talking, just like Johnny would talk. And at the very end, a little blurb about that game show he has. And, you know, not even really anything talking about, you know, the Gutfeld show on the Fox, because, well, you know, you never advertise a competing thing like that. And
No.
which, of course, you know, yeah, no problem and all that. But, you know, no politics, no nothing. Of course, we find out that both Jimmy and Greg both have, you know, met before and had some interesting stories, and that's what we want to listen to is the interesting story. And it doesn't matter if they're left, right, center. It doesn't matter, right? You know, when you have a couple guys or a guy and a gal or two girls getting together and they're just having a great old time talking and engaging in the age-old art of conversation. This is why Stephen Colbert is going to be out in 10 months. I mean, this is going to be the longest firing ever, unless, of course, he keeps shooting his mouth off, then he will be yanked off. And, of course, Jimmy Kimmel, who's whining and crying, saying he's got Italian citizenship now. So it sounds like he wants to run off to Italia. Right? It's like, can you see the difference between Kimmel and these humyucks? who's closer to Johnny? And I'm not saying Jimmy Fallon is the end all be all, but there's a reason why he shot up in ratings, especially for that night. People were curious, and when you start seeing what is necessary out there, it shows that the world is healing. Because Johnny had people from all spectrums of life on there, on the show. They had a grand old hoot of a time talking. Jimmy Stewart, who was a lifelong Republican. You had Frank Sinatra, lifelong Democrat. Same thing with Rickles. It doesn't matter. Bob Hope, lifelong Republican. It doesn't matter. They knew each other. They all had stories. They were willing to share it. And if people are upset about that, well, there's something wrong with you. There really, really is something wrong with you. Just like I enjoyed hearing stories that Harlan Ellison would spin, especially if some of them might be true. But the thing is, he's 180 degrees opposite of me, religiously, politically, all that stuff. But does that mean we don't enjoy storytellers? Or having someone, or having
storytellers? Yeah. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle they're on.
Yeah,
they're a good storyteller. We're going to listen.
Are good conversationalists. Yeah. So I'm hoping that Thursday is going to pave the way to what, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we constantly talked about it. I know, as we're going along. For the 3 years I've been in the show, I've always brought up these examples.
The pendulum's going to swing
right
into the right direction.
Right, and it is. And I hope they catch on this, that this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you have your monologue, you go out there, you poke fun at, like Johnny, he poked fun at everybody. He poked fun at Reagan, he poked fun at Teddy, Tip O'Neill. It didn't matter. It was like a rite of passage almost if he picked on you in a monologue. Just like it
told you that you made it. All right, Johnny's talking about me in his monologue. I've made it.
Yep. Or if you're a comedian and he asks you to sit down on the couch after you do your set. I mean, that right there was a life-changing event. Or just like Charlie Kirk was sitting back saying that, he's honored that he's being picked on by the South Park guys. And it's like, yeah, I can see that. It's like, just like at one time when you were poked fun at in Mad Magazine. It was like, oh, you knew you made it big time if Mad Magazine had fun at you. The South Park has fun with you. All that across the board. So this is the healing that we need. And people want. What's dangerous about this, I suppose, it shows that we're all human, and we are. We might not agree on everything, but just because you don't agree with somebody politically does not instantly mean that they're phobes, whatever across the board that gets slung out and has no meaning no more. None. Nada. Zip. Zelch. In fact, when you get called these things sometimes, it's like, all right, got it. I'm in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm not even trying to debate you guys. If I just can get under your skin, that's all that matters. Because reason why? Because he can't have a conversation with you. So that's what a discussion is having a conversation. You can't do that. So it's like, well, the next best thing is get under your skin until your head explodes or implodes. So, yeah, that's good to see. And I hope that goes and it keeps on going in the right direction. I hope people go on these shows now just to have good stories, not to try to push an agenda, not to go out there and bemoan things or, like, come on, crying because the wrong person won. And
or I'm crying because Baron doesn't agree with me on my opinion on sinners. What's wrong with you?
Well, you're wrong.
No, that's Shane. He goes by, you're wrong.
Well, he's wrong. Well, and that's just it. I mean, that's what, make things interesting. Sometimes the things that we don't agree on makes a relationship bond because it as Dennis Prager sat back, is clarity to agreement. We want clarity more than we need agreement.
Mm-hmm.
And talk shows were like that at one time. It was clarity. People out there talking. Doesn't necessarily mean you agreed. And it doesn't mean that you're siding up to the other side because you happen to talk someone. And yeah, it goes back and forth. I mean, someone sees someone who is of a conservative bent hanging out with someone who's, say, going over the Bill Maher, whatever, and they get their, oh my God, how can you do that? Jimmy Fallon, not to be confused with Phelan, I had that a few times, especially when he shows pictures of him with the Clintons and such like that. It's like, hey, you're out there, so what? You run into people. It doesn't really matter. It's not like I am giving props or endorsements. It's just like you're just around each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at an event where it's, let's have a good time. Get the garbage out of it. So, and that's what we need to return.
That also goes back to growing up and realizing that wrestling was scripted. And realizing these guys, they pretend they don't like each other on screen, and some of them do hang out with each other, and some of them genuinely don't like the guy, yet they put on the greatest matches together.
Right. Oh, it's interesting when you got they're supposed to be the team, but they don't like each other, but they're on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but it's like, well, we're here for a paycheck and we're here to entertain. So let's go do it. Yeah. I hate you too. Let's do it. I mean, you got that in the movies and such like that.
Yep.
In television,
we can go into our own workplaces, and there's people that we like, then people, we don't like them, but when we have to work with them, it's like, just do your job, and I'll do my job, and leave me alone.
Oh, right. I mean, it comes, it's one of those funny things where there's somebody in there and, you have the same views, same, outlooks and stuff like that. But for some reason, you just don't like each other. And then there's someone, again, the 180-degree different, opposite, and you end up being the best friends. It's like, that's life. That's the world.
Mm-hmm.
And to shut people out because they don't march the same beat as your drummer, because they are 180 degrees different than you are. You are shorting yourself of world building. I mean, it's like this one right here. They say, while you're watching that film, don't you know it's all the plural black and blah 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 blah, and you guys are MAGA people and you don't like blacks. It's like, wait a moment. First of all, get that notion on your bloody head. You're a moron. And second of all, we appreciate all cultures. America's full, depends on where you go in the regions.
America's always been a melting pot. Let's face it. It still is a melting pot. People are still coming to the country.
Right. And it comes down to the litmus test. I don't care if you're black, white, male, female, it doesn't matter. Are you cool? That's the litmus test. And that should be everybody's litmus test.
DJ is cool.
His turtles
is cool. Oh yeah, his turtles are cooler because they're secretly ninjas that night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wolverine is cool.
Right.
Tommy is cool.
And his guinea pigs.
Jane is cool.
Cash
is up. Well, Cash is cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Ooh.
Lady Mist, she's ultra cool.
Right. She's the he needs to wear sunglasses at night. That's how cool she is.
Tree Rock is cool.
What about Rock Tree?
Padawannabe. Okay. He's cool.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
But yes. Everybody here is cool.
Right.
See, Lady Miss knows it. She's
Right.
got her shades on right now.
Amen.
She walks into the room like a rock star, and
Right.
the rest
Yeah.
of us go, "That's Lady Mist. That's Lady Mist."
It's like, ooh, it's Lady Miss. And it shows right there that, you don't have to agree on everything. Because she doesn't agree with us on everything. And you know what? That's cool. Right?
That's
cool.
fine. I don't want everybody to agree with me. I don't want everybody to go, "Yeah, Mike, you're right, Mike. Yeah. Don't be a bunch of clapping seals. Don't be a bunch of susslers."
Why do you tell me that before every show to always agree with you and be a clapping sessler? Like a clapping seal sessler.
You should know this answer by now. You should know this answer fully by now, Baron, but apparently you don't.
Extinction to all traitors!
Every show, you got to agree with me or else. It's like, okay, I'll do that.
I tell you every time, extinction to all traitors who don't agree with me.
At least it's not all humans.
Sure. I mean, you are the Starscream of the group. Let's face it.
That's what you tell me all the time. Yeah. I think I'm a little bit more charismatic, but
I don't know about that.
I have a better voice.
Yeah, but Starscream's is so iconic, man.
He's soy iconic? Okay.
So iconic. This guy, he's a funny guy.
I think so. But, that's one of the things. I think one thing that's helping the fact that the group of people...
My screen's frozen, so I might have to do a refresh.
I can still hear you. Well, I can hear you.
I can hear you, but I don't have any control in the studio. Everything's...
Now he's gone. Yep, he's gone. It was nice knowing him, folks, wasn't it? So we're going to have a little tribute to Mike. Go ahead, please. Say your your thoughts on Mike and what you remember best for him. This is the time to pay homage to him. So, hell, look who's back from the dead.
Told you something was wrong.
Yeah, something was wrong. Me. But you're back. That's what's important. He's back. Not better than ever, but back.
And Lady Miss says, "I walk like I have 3 dragons behind me." Wait. You do or you don't? I mean, I thought you did. I mean, that's why I don't want to be thrown into the void.
Well, see, that's why it's a mystery thing there, because does she or doesn't she? Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? So
no, come on, Baron. If you're gonna say it right. Gonna ask you one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Well, I was doing it for the first guy. Remember, when it was to plain simple Garrick. That's when he did the heavy point on the punk. So
cool. So I'm not gonna share my World War II Pacific Theater joke right now.
Ooh.
But I'll DM it later. Well, yeah, you're cool. I mean, your turtles. I mean, they're cool because they're Ninja Turtles, right?
You know what he just did? He just sent that into an email to Lady Mist. He just did that. And the answer is...
Well, do I still have that in here, or did I take it
I don't know. The price is wrong, Bob.
Yeah, I took them down because we weren't using them.
Yeah. Well,
strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3.
Well, because we weren't using this, so I mean,
I still had them. I never did upload them to EVMux.
Oh, okay.
They're on a hard drive. I try to keep a backup of everything on a hard drive. Intros and clips.
Really? That's interesting. It's good to know. So, is this hard drive in the room with you right now?
You know what? That was bad, folks. That was absolutely terrible, Baron. You know it. You know it. Come on. You should be ashamed of yourself for such
Never.
a bad joke. Of course not.
Never.
Yeah, your wife has told me so.
It's a psychologist.
Oh, yeah. Blame the psychologist of all people.
What's the matter? Did it get into your head?
Lady Mist. Yeah, could you send your 3 dragons to Minnesota?
Rent free.
Rent free. You forget who has full, complete control here.
I know. But once you get into the head, it's hard to get rid. You just hear those echoes. Echo.
Well, Lady Mist says sure about my request to send 3 dragons to Minnesota. You should be getting a knock at your door.
Well, save it for a couple months from now when it's cold. Then, yeah, that'd be the best.
No special treatment for you.
Well, I'm not thinking about just me. I'm thinking about others too.
What are you gonna be roasting chestnuts by an open fire?
Open dragon.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Is it nose or toes? I don't know.
Are you going to be attempting to roast a marshmallow?
That's a good question. I haven't roasted a marshmallow in a long time.
And before you roast that marshmallow, are you going to make some beans from an old family recipe using Tennessee whiskey? Come on. Don't tell me you're forgetting the reference.
I got the reference. I'm going to sit back. If I would do it, I'd do it with Kentucky bourbon. But I can understand why McCoy would go with the Tennessee whiskey. I'm just saying.
Got any more of that secret ingredient, Bones?
Yeah.
Am I to understand that the secret ingredient is alcohol? Care for a little snort? That part of Star Trek 5 is good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The family thing. Yep.
Yeah. The brotherhood.
Yeah.
That's how I've always looked at it. The brotherhood between Kirk, Spock, and McCoy.
Row your boat. Eben and Shirley were all together.
Yeah. Spock, what are you doing? I'm trying to ascertain the meaning of the words, Captain. It's a song, you green-blooded Vulcan. The words aren't important. What's important is that you have a good time singing it.
Yeah. As he's slurring through his...
Well, of course, you would too if you had some whiskey in your system.
You know what I loved about that? That's probably the best acting of a person being drunk in a movie. Because it wasn't heavily overt. It was just, how the people like to overdo how you are with you drunk. And
like this, Baron. I mean,
right. The Foster Brook.
To the wind, man.
Yeah, Foster Brook style and all that. And, it's like, being around people when they are, drunk from situations like that. It's like, yeah, this is a little bit more on, how it is. Especially for someone like McCoy. It's like, it's like you can tell that, they're not, but it's not that overt type of thing. So,
yeah, well,
if you want to play a drunk, watch that scene.
Well, DeForest was a good quality actor.
Oh, he was. He's just too dang likable to be a bad guy, and he even said that. Yeah, because he was always cast as heavy in the westerns and all that, but it's like, It's like, but he's just such a nice guy. No, McCoy really suited him.
Mm-hmm. Probably for next year, we should watch one of his westerns that he was in. I mean, he was in so many, it'd be just a matter of picking one or two.
Right. I mean, how many OK Corral movies was he in? He was in a few.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, what happens on Star Trek?
Yep, they meet the Earps.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that just peachy?
But is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we get on
No.
out of here?
Nope. I'm just glad to see at least a little bit of the world is healing a little bit more, that people are able to, we're starting to see conversations on television in late night. I hope this is not just going to be a one and done thing. I want to, you know, that again, that's why Rogan is so popular, because it is that way. So if they want to keep things alive, Kimmel's not able to do it. He's an idiot. And Colbert can't do it. He's even a bigger idiot. But Jimmy Fallon, he's smart enough. He can do it. He's a personable enough guy. And I hope he keeps on doing it. And if he does it, his career will flourish, and he will kick the absolute living, you know, whatever out of Kimmel, unless he runs Italy, which he probably will. He's, you know, on the Silverman show saying that I got to do, basically, you know, talking out both sides of his mouth. So
yeah. But do you have anything coming up on Baron Orman Tagge's fandom legacy?
Not this week, and there is no the Beyond tomorrow either. I guess Jace Fox is going to be out with his girlfriend and her family, and having some quality time. So hope they have a lot of fun in the land of the midnight sun, and means I can sit back and contemplate Billy Buttonland.
All right. Well, before I let everybody know what's coming up on the channel, again, I do want to thank everybody who was here today. And the folks that we had here today are, of course, the lovely Lady Mist. We also had Tommy of Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
Guinea pigs.
The coolest guy on YouTube, DJ Radajeet.
And his turtles.
Yes. We also had Jed Sparks. Wolverine was here. Wolverine of the One Quarter Juke. And we're wrong. He's right. We had Shane, also known as your Ron, here.
Does that mean Wolvie is only a quarter circumcised? Just asking.
Why did you ask him?
I should. I don't know. Is he still here? Does that mean you're
know.
a quarter circumcised, Wolfie, if you're here?
Padawannabe, thank you for being here. And also over on the Rumble side, we had Eric Honda.
Rumble.
And unfortunately, for me, on the StreamYard side, because I had to come back in after it froze, the other names aren't there, so I'm just double checking myself to make sure I get everybody.
Well,
and
I can do that for you.
Tree Rock was here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you weren't up on your starring. Oh God, I was going to use the star. Okay, but
I know. Usually, I'm on top of my game when it comes to that.
Shame on you. Shame. I think you got just about everybody there.
I think I did. If I forgot anybody, please say something in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the main reason why I always make a point to thank everybody who stopped by the stream is because not everybody can come by and watch the next stream, depending on what they have going on in their personal lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important to make a point to thank those who were able to come by any given stream.
I don't
And
have a life.
that's why I also post it on YouTube and X after each and every Pop Talk. I know I don't do it as much as I should after the game streams, but I do try to do it after Pop Talk. So
Pop
just to
goes, please, we'll talk.
let everybody know what's coming up on the channel for the rest of this week. Tomorrow I'll be playing more RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business. I got a feeling I'm near the end and I'm going to have to go through a gauntlet of enemies because that's where I left off last Thursday. And I did end up going longer than I intended, but I was trying to get through certain parts that were taking me too long. And a lot of that had to do with my own errors.
So, people, please send your thoughts and prayers to him as he goes into this last leg of his journey.
I mean, I'm still having fun with the game. I just kept making one stupid mistake after another, or trying the same strategy over and over again.
Well,
You know the saying, Baron. You keep trying to do something, the same.
This is new how?
Every time, and
This is what we come to expect from you.
I've admitted it several times. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like that mule. I'm a stubborn mule. Okay.
Yeah. I know you said there. I'm just,
And then this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Rumble, and X, Brandon the Anime Guy will be joining me for the next episode of The Adventure Continues, a Star Trek discussion. And we are going to be talking about one of the greatest episodes of Deep Space Nine, one of the greatest episodes of Star Trek in general.
come along home. Move along home.
No, it's not Move Along Home.
Oh, okay. Oh, Code of Honor.
No, it's not Code of Honor, Baron.
Oh.
I wouldn't consider either one of those greatest episodes of Star Trek.
Shades of Grey?
Far from it. Oh, no, not even Shades of Grey there. But no, this is one of the greatest episodes of Star Trek in general, one of the greatest episodes of Deep Space Nine during its run, and this episode was the one that Brandon chose, and we are going to be talking about In the Pale Moonlight. And that stream is not a fake. And honestly, it's like I told you, Baron, when I was trying to decide what I'm going to use for the thumbnail, that would have been the obvious choice.
Mm-hmm.
Is Senator Vreenak holding up the data rod and going, "It's a fake." But no, yeah, I'm going through. I'm going, no, not the scene, not the scene. Yeah, Cisco and Garrick would be good, but I was going, no. Here it is. Cisco, while he's recording the log and he's, contemplating about his decision. This is good. This is good.
Yeah. That is the best, I think. That sums up the whole episode right there. Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward to not only watching the episode with Brandon and everybody who's able to come by Saturday night, but also watching the episode with everybody who's able to come by Saturday night. And if you haven't seen, all of Deep Space Nine, I'll give you a brief rundown Saturday night as to where the show's at this point, especially with this being episode 19 of the 6th season. So I'll, again, just give you that brief rundown of how we got to this point.
How did we get here?
And, of course, next week we'll have more Pop Talk on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, I am going to continue with the remaster of Warhammer 40k Space Marine. But like I said last night, I do not like the way the controls feel in this remaster version. They're not as refined and smooth as far as response is concerned when it came to the original game. And also, as I was playing last night, for a game that's supposed to be a remaster and take advantage of, new technology that's come out since the original game came out, it looks like they just put a spit and polish on it and called it a day. But everybody, do take care. Thank you for being here. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you've shared out the stream. Hit that like button. Tell people about the channel. Tell people about Pop Talk. Tell people about Baron, myself, and Cash. And until next time, everybody, remember, whenever I'm playing a game, don't ever give up on me playing that game. Because just when you do, you might miss something. Have a good night.
Autobots, transform and roll out!